Hello everybody, SoCal Thero here. Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. I'm going to be recording this after a few other episodes that I've already recorded prior to the release of this new truck, the Western Star, as well as the release of Colorado. So if you see or if you hear me talking about anticipating the release of Colorado, but you already see this episode, you'll know why. But today we're going to be starting in, I can't think of what it's called. I think it's called Calm Springs, Colorado? Steamboat Springs, sorry. Yeah, that's what it is. So we're in Steamboat Springs, Colorado here. We're going to be taking some tableware over to Denver, I believe. Yep, Denver, Colorado. So we're going to be doing that today. It looks like it's going to take us about 4 hours and 40 minutes to do it. And it's about 246 miles. It's 7 p.m. right now, so I do apologize in advance. This will probably be a dark run. It'll be a little hard to see, especially to see the new Colorado, but I'm sure with all the different content creators out there, you guys will get to see a lot of the new Colorado. And do anticipate that I will be doing some more runs here in Colorado, both day and night. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the truck. There is a link in the description below. It's in all of my videos that takes you to my Discord. I want to thank a member of my Discord. I don't have his name right off the top of my head here, but he's definitely in my Discord. And he gave me a link to a engine sound mod that I am really enjoying. So I'm going to go ahead and fire up the truck so you guys can hear it. There you go. That sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and put the parking brake on just because I drive auto. There we go. Yep. Just making sure that everything's good there. It's on. We're gonna hop in the cab here, and as you can see, this is the Western Star. It's pretty cool. I usually use it for logging. That's why there's a chainsaw up there. I figured it'd be indication of what's going on with it, what I use it for. But I've been enjoying the truck so much that I decided to use it outside of just doing logging runs up in Washington, where I usually use it. So we're gonna pull out here, and as you see, it's got indicators in the mirror. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat to see. There we go. Go ahead and pull out here. We'll get on the road here with this tableware. I hope you guys are having a good week. I am having a good week myself. I've been enjoying the new Colorado update. I only have, oh, you know what? My track IR seems to be a little off. There we go.
Get ready to turn right.
I'm gonna reset that. I've been enjoying the new Colorado update. It's been running really smoothly. And I want to also say a big thank you to Jeff Fabiano and a gentleman by the name of Sebastian, that's a viewer of the channel, as well as a member of my Discord as well, for bringing to light that some of my stuttering in my game can be resolved by changing the rendering distance of my mirrors. So I changed that, and sure enough, my stuttering is still there in my game, but it's not as bad as it used to be, and I'll take anything at this point. So I was pretty happy to see that that was improved once I adjusted that setting. I'm still running on the 970 GTX, so the audio quality will probably still be pretty, I mean, it's probably decent. It's okay. I mean, I do have a really good Blue Yeti microphone now, but I'm not able to run my NVIDIA voice sound or GTX voice sound application that helps cancel out any background noise. So there might be some of that still present. Man, this Subaru really wanted to make that light. It was really gunning for it. So there might be a little bit of audio quality issues. I'm hoping that once my my friend State gets his new video cards and I buy his dual 1080s off of him, that it should improve. It's definitely going to improve the game overall, the looks of it, having two video cards and being an upgrade from my 970. I'm getting a pretty good deal on them. I know they're pretty outdated. I mean, they're up to the 3 series, I guess, is roughly what oh, there's some stuttering. The 3 series for the video cards these days, I think it's 30, 48, I don't know. I honestly can't keep track of it anymore. It's like every year there's a new one, and it doesn't seem like it improves much, but I guess it does. So I know I'll be a little behind. I'll probably be about 2 generations behind, but that's okay. Being 2 generations behind, but with 2 graphics card, it'll probably be pretty nice for what I'm going to be using it for. Once I get that, I know I've been promising it, and it is coming. I will be doing some flight simulator videos. I am no aviation pilot. I am no expert by any means. I have bought Microsoft Flight Simulator. I bought the, I think it's called Premium Package. I forget what it's called, but it was the top of the line one, like that came with more airports and more aircraft. Because something I wanted to give a shot at trying, and seeing it in person, or well, playing it in person now, the little bit I have with my, even with my terrible graphics card, has been really impressive. It's a really fun game. It's really relaxing. It's kind of like this. Unfortunately for me, I will need some lessons, or I will need to study, because the only thing I can fly is the Cessna. The Cessna plane is the only one that I know how to fly, because I understand the instrument panels, but like the Airbus 320 or the I mean, I'm getting called out on the spot. Ooh, nice. National Forest. I'm getting called out on the spot here because I don't know planes very well, or aviation, but I call them Learjets. I don't know what the hell it's called, but those are like some of my favorite airplanes, and one I really want to fly. I tried attempting to fly one once. I flew it in the game, actually, not in real life. I tried flying it out of LAX, out of Los Angeles International Airport, because I mean that's one of the major airports near me. Actually, there's like 3 or 4, including LAX, that are near me, that are bigger airports, I guess you can say, for like commercial flights and not just private ones. That I did. Oh, you know what? It's getting kind of dark. We should probably turn our lights on. And see the instrument panels lighting up in here. It's a really nice truck. I do enjoy it. Sucks that it only comes in a day cab, but maybe that's the thing in IRL, so I'm not too worried about that. It's still a fun truck to drive either way. But yeah, I attempted to fly one of the Learjets. I don't know which one it was. Don't hold me to it. In the game, out of LAX to Las Vegas, Nevada. And it was pretty fun. It was difficult because I had a lot of instrument panels lighting up and a lot of beeping, so I wasn't sure if I was doing it right or not, but I think I did pretty well. I was able to take off. That was probably the hardest part, and then I was able to land as well, which was another hard part. I'm sure with practice and time I'll be able to get the hang of things. I had to take break here. This truck is slowing way the hell down in front of us. Oh, and it looks like we got a traffic stop happening over here. Yeah, this Charger's getting a ticket, or he's at least getting a chat to by that state trooper. But yeah, I've been enjoying the Colorado DLC for this game. It's been a lot of fun. The roads are very, very challenging, I guess is the best way to describe it. There's a lot of windy roads. There's a lot of nice small town atmosphere to it, whereas at the same time, like, it doesn't feel like, and I know I say this with all the states I go to in this game, at least for the most part, but it doesn't feel like it's dominated by just like one thing. Like, it's not just like a bunch of big cities, or there's a bunch of farmland country. Like, there's a little bit of everything in it. I really wish SCS would add snow. It would be so cool to see snow in this game, especially like if we drove up in the Rockies and whatnot. That'd be really cool. I know there's a snow mod out there, and depending on when this releases, I may try to download a snow mod for it and see if I can get it to work. And if it does, that'd be great. As the people that watch my LSPDFR series know, and if you don't, it's okay. I'll clue you guys in on this too. If I do snow, I'll treat it the same like I do for that series. I always do snow the month after December. Only reason being is because everybody else is doing snow in December because of the holidays with Christmas and whatnot. And I know some people would like to see snow a little bit more, so I like to be a channel that provides an additional month for you guys. So if I do snow in American Truck Simulator, expect it to come around January if I do get the mod working, if I find one and I get it working. That's probably when I'll start recording more ATS with the snow mod. But who knows, I might even start it earlier, or I might drag it on into a little bit later as well. Ooh. Alright, coming up to this truck. Again, keep slowing down, speeding up. Oh, getting a little bit of stutters there. Let me turn or check here. Yeah, we seem to be okay. So as of this recording as well, it is the 18th of November. I'm not sure when I'm going to upload this video. I do want to try to do it the week that this is recording, although I do have a lot of videos uploaded right now in my backlog. If not, maybe the following week for Thanksgiving week. So we'll see when this upload goes out, because I know you guys want to see Colorado, and I want to show you guys Colorado because it's a really beautiful map and state they added to this game. I am trying to look around like this, like that looks great over there. Looks like a hotel, maybe with some apartments or condos or something. That's pretty cool. It said Winter Park something there. Let's see. Little Rose. I don't know what that is. I've never been to Colorado before, but I've always wanted to go and see how it is and what it looks like. It looks like it's really pretty there. And this guy really is just, he's got me playing with the brakes a lot. I would pass him, but it's a no pass zone for us. I have to deal with that. Come on, dude. Frozen Food Express. Must be some heavy frozen food in there. But yeah, not sure when I'm going to release this episode. If I do it the week of the 18th, that'd be great. If not, I'll try to do it for next week. If I do it for next week, I still have to edit it the week of the 18th because as of this recording, in case you missed the prior American Truck Simulator video, I am going to Florida. I'm going to Jacksonville, Florida. Well, I'm flying into Jacksonville, Florida, and then I'm going to be I'm going to get picked up by my dad, and we're going to stay in St. Augustine, Florida, where he lives. Never been to Florida before, and my dad retired and moved from Southern California in July of this year, 2020, and he moved to Florida. He bought a place out there and retired and wanted to live his remaining days free and easy and without any struggles or pains of that California can bring sometimes. So he's been enjoying it out there. He's been having a lot of fun. Ooh, this is a pretty nasty turn. We're gonna have to slow down pretty good for this one. Might have to be into the shoulder a bit. Ooh, a lot of stutter there too. There we go. And then this is a big hill to climb. I'm glad I'm not going the other way. I'm sure I would have went down the hill and not realized how fast I was going and approaching a pretty hairy turn like that. But yeah, going back to Florida, I fly out on the 21st, so that's the Saturday coming up of this recording, and then I fly back on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. A lot of people ask me, like, why don't you just stay the extra day, but it served two purposes to come back early. This way, if I come back a day early, like when I fly back Friday, I have Saturday and Sunday to recover from the jet lag and any like time change that I need to go through again to get back on California time. But that was the second reason. The main reason was because it was $200 cheaper to fly back Friday than it was Saturday. I couldn't believe oh my goodness, this turn is hard. Okay, I really got to slow down for these really windy roads up here. Oops, didn't mean to cut those off. There we go. Oh, and there's a truck. I'm gonna say I need to put my high beams on so I can see better, but that's not gonna be the case here. Guy's over the double yellow, trying to get around construction. Or was that an accident? I couldn't tell. I missed it. But yeah, I mean, that was the main reason, $200 cheaper. I didn't realize that they charge you so much more to fly back on a Saturday during a holiday weekend than they do on a Friday. So I was like, better do it. Better just spend one less day out there, which will suck, but I'm sure 6 days I'll get to see a lot of Florida. I reached out to a few members of OCRP and let them know that I'll be out there in case they want to meet up and have a beer or something, or just hang out, get some food. So if I hang out with any of them, I'll be sure to take some pictures and share them on my Instagram, the official SoCal Thero one. Let's see, what else do we got? So we got that going on. I'm going to Florida, as I mentioned in my Florida episode, but also in this one. So while this releases, I could be in Florida already, or I could already be back from Florida. Just keep that in mind. Definitely when I come back, I will do another video and share my experience and how it was out there. Trying to keep my distance from this bus. Let me let off the gas here. And I do apologize again that this is going to be a night run. It is definitely really dark out here in the woods. There's no street lights, there's nothing. It's just me and other cars, so you can't really see too much of the scenery. Hopefully you'll get to see a good chunk of Denver though when we get into it. And speaking of that, let's see how far out we are. It says we're 87 miles out. We're expected to arrive just after midnight, and it's about an hour and 34 minutes away, so we should be there in no time. I'll definitely do some day runs though, so we can see the beautiful landscape that there is of Colorado. I can already tell with all the trees. I'm gonna blind the guy in front of me here. You guys can see a little bit of it. Yeah, that looks really good. They did a really good job on this state. There is a lot to be seen. Just spoiler FYI, luckily I didn't have my truck books client on when I did this. You know, my as I mentioned in an earlier episode too, it's the app that I have for my computer, so it logs my truck logs here and it logs it to the website. I drive for Northern Alex's trucking company, Northern Logistics, so that's what that is, and it records my drives and puts stats and experience towards his company. But I was driving and I got so just like scenery struck. I kept looking all around the place, checking out all the new things with the new state, that I rear-ended 2 cars. Well, I rear-ended one car and pushed them into another car, so it was not a good run either way. I was not paying attention, and I totally own it. It was my fault. And no, I didn't get it on any recording. I was just driving in my free time, checking out the state and making sure. To be truthful, I was first checking out the state to make sure that my mods would work on it and that it wasn't going to crash. And then I did a few more runs, and sure enough, I ended up rear-ending somebody. I still am doing they have the Colorado community event going on right now since the state just released. Don't know if I'm going to make it in time because of the trip to Florida, and then I've been really busy trying to record LSPDFR content. We're going to just coast down this hill as much as we shouldn't, because we are speeding our ass off right now. We're doing 65 and a 45. I'm gonna jake brake here a little bit, try to slow us down because we are really flying. That didn't seem like some spot where it should be 45 though. Get that downshift in. There we go. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get the community event done or not. I do hope I do, but can't guarantee it with the amount of time I have. I'm going to be really busy. Here, you idiot! Right into the lane. Well, that was close. That felt really real life-like. Normally truck drivers don't do that though. Usually I get that from other cars. So that was nice of him to merge into my lane and then merge back into the lane he was in. Oh man, that was close. I'm gonna get over. Hopefully this guy doesn't hit me. Denver has been discovered. There we go.
Keep left.
Yep, we're keeping left. He's taking the 25, so we're gonna just take, what is this, the 70? The 70, okay. I'm sure if you guys are watching this, you guys are fans of Jeff Fabiano, because obviously a lot of my fan base came from his channel when he shouted me out. So I'm sure you guys, if you watch American Truck Sim and you're watching mine, you probably have seen his video with the think it's called the $1 Million Highway, when he was driving in Colorado. It was a longer episode for him. It was about, ooh, I'm missing my lanes here.
Left.
It's a little over an hour. And I really enjoyed it. I never knew there was a thing called the $1 Million Highway. That was pretty cool to find out. I definitely got to look into stuff more regarding American history and like little things within states, so I can do that for you guys. I don't plan on recording the $1 Million Highway just because it obviously took him a long time. I know that's a long time for people to be engaged in a video, an hour and a half. I thought it was pretty long when I did the
right,
I-5 drive.
Exit right.
When I drove from the top of Washington all the way down to Los Angeles on the 5 freeway.
Exit right.
Yep, we're exiting right. Denver International Airport was up ahead. That was pretty cool to
right,
see.
and then turn right.
What's that? Dream Burger, I think? Oh,
Turn
I'm coming
right.
in hot. My brakes are not working. There they go. Whew. Almost rolled that light. Definitely living up to the SoCal part of my name. If I do that. So you might have seen it by the achievement. I've only been to 3 cities. This being the third one in Denver, or not in Denver, in Colorado. Denver being the third one.
Turn left.
I do plan on visiting all of them. I don't know if I'll record all of them or not. I will try though, for those of you that want to see all of them. I'm looking pretty good here. How are we doing on gas? I filled up before I took this run. Yeah, we're fine. I was on empty when I went to take this run, so luckily I drove by a repair shop and a fuel station on the way to this pickup. So I needed a repair from rear end in that car, and then I also needed to get gas because I had been driving this truck a lot. I've driven this truck on like the last, yep, Discovery Recruitment Agency, thank you. I've driven this truck for probably the last
Get ready to turn right.
7 or 8 runs I've done. I didn't record any. This is the first recording with this truck. And I've been really enjoying it. Can we turn right? Yeah, we can. We're good. That lane's clear.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Yep. Safe and sound. Alright. Looks like we're pulling up to that dock door right there. It's got plenty of space, and we're not blindsiding it in, which is always a positive for me. Let's go ahead and roll down our window. And we're going to start backing up here. So one more thing too, as of this recording, SCS has announced that they are bringing out a new truck. If I guess correctly, and if I hear correctly from others that are really big enthusiasts for truck driving, it's a Freightliner Cascadia, or some sort of Freightliner truck. So that'll be something we'll definitely drive. You guys know I already enjoy the modded version of that truck on the game, so that'll be a lot of fun to have an actual one, like a SCS made one. Roll up our window. Let's go ahead and set our parking brake. Let's turn off our lights, kill the engine. Let's get out and take a look and see how we're looking here. It's not the best, but it gets the job done. It gets us in. I'm gonna go ahead and detach the trailer here and see how we did. We did excellent. We drove 246 miles. It took us 5 hours and 27 minutes to do it. We consumed 45.4 gallons of fuel. We earned $13,700 on this run and gained 603 experience. So that's pretty cool. Well guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of American Truck Simulator and showing off the new Colorado DLC map. We will do more of it, as I promised earlier, and also showing off the new Western Star truck that's been out for a little while now. I've been really enjoying driving it, and I do plan to drive it more. I don't know how much of it's going to change. I really like the green on it, and I like the setup I have on it, so I don't know if I'm going to change the colors or change the livery or whatnot. But anyways guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on another episode of American Truck Simulator. Take care.